In Jamaica, the suspense is over, well, at least for now. The pulsating election rush and campaigning has been tempered following news that Jamaicans will not go to the polls this year. Tensions were high that a general election was imminent as both political parties traversed the country with intense campaigning. Political pundits had also suggested that citizens would be called to exercise their franchise before Christmas. But those projections have been snubbed. Addressing a campaign meeting in Black River, St. Elizabeth on Sunday, Prime Minister and leader of the ruling People's National Party, PNP, Mrs. Portia Simpson Miller, told comrades that Jamaicans would not go to the polls on the current voters list. Instead, she made it clear that a date for the polls will be announced in 2016. Mrs. Simpson Miller says she has decided to wait until the next voters list to be published on November 30, 2015. She told party faithful that the youth of Jamaica should be given an equal opportunity to have a say in the way their country is governed. Some 37,000 new voters will be added to the new list when it is published by the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, ECJ, at the end of November. Mrs. Simpson Miller also poured cold water on suggestions of a Christmas election, labeling the festive season a special and sacred time. In the meantime, a confident Simpson Miller told comrades that her party will win the elections whenever it's called. She maintains that it will be called at the right time and that the PNP will win because the administration has been working in the interest of the people. The next general election is constitutionally due by December 29, 2016. And one political commentator believes the PNP opted against calling general elections this year because the party isn't as strong as it professed.
If Mrs. Simpson Miller really was waiting on the November voters list, she could have said that a long time ago. She didn't have to tell people to get ready, let's go, and all that kind of stuff. So she's the one who got people in an election mode, telling them about this year. But obviously, there's a famous saying, the best laid plans of mice and men are apt to go astray. Clearly, the plans that the PNP had, the confidence they had a few months ago has dwindled, and as logical politicians would do, they said, oops, things don't look quite as well as they looked a few months ago, so let's postpone the election.
Meanwhile, political commentator Kevin O'Brien Chang says it's widely speculated that the youth votes will go in favor of the opposition Jamaica Labour Party JLP. He says while the government is waiting on the new voters list before a date for the elections is announced, the youth may opt for the opposition in protest against high levels of unemployment.
The voters list, many people feel that the more young people have registered to vote and that there is a likely inclination for the young people to vote for the GLP, mainly because of the job situation, which is pretty bad, and it's the young who are feeling it the most. And when young people feel a bad job situation, they tend to want to vote for the opposition.
And the business community is also pleased that the government has decided not to call the elections during the busy Christmas holidays. The business leaders had called on the Prime Minister to end the uncertainty concerning the date for the polls. President of the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica, PSOJ, William Mafood, argues that the uncertainty could impact small businesses during the festive season and hurt the economy. His colleague, President of the Jamaica Manufacturers Association, JMA, Mitra Siaga, is pleased that Mrs. Simpson Miller heeded to those concerns.
What we want is that we get back to the business of business and doing what we have to do in Jamaica. We hope that people don't put their projects on hold, and we hope that whenever the election is called, there's a short period of campaigning, and that we get over it, and whoever forms the next government does so in an inclusive manner, as has been done over the last couple of years.